movies.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Ricky, and welcome to Filmtopia. I am so happy to be here. It is another beautiful Tuesday evening going into Wednesdays, and we know what Wednesdays are. It is for What If Wednesdays. And here we are doing the watch party for episode 5 of What If, the Marvel, animated series that's been pretty freaking awesome so far. I just want to welcome everybody that's here. I see so many awesome people. All the people that make me super duper happy. What is going on? I see Smuggler Steels in the chat. I see Mad Cake. I see Isabel. Let's see. I see Film Fam, aka Bob Deacon. What's going on? Nice to see you. Oh man. I see Monish. Monish is in here. That is so awesome. Human Ramp vibes to you, my friend. Nice to see you. Let's see. I see Rogers in here. Let's go. Yes, I am hoping this episode is going to be even better than last week's. We have now so far a track record where everything seems to be getting better episode by episode. Let's hope the streak does not end tonight. But with that said, the zombies are coming. Yes, that is true. The zombies are coming, my friend. Lord Bastie's in the house. What's up, my friend? Nice to see you. Wow. Melanie's in here. Nice. Hello, Melanie. Nice to see you. Everybody definitely check out her channel if you haven't already. It's such a serene, I don't know how to explain it. Her channel is filled with a bunch of things that make you feel really, really good about yourself when you may not feeling the best. You got to go check it out, and then it'll make sense. Felipe says, hello, vibes to you, my friend. Obrigado, thank you for being here all the way from Brazil. It's pretty late right now, so shout out to you. And Talia, of course. Thank you. Also, Smuggler Steel says they love the shirt. Thank you for that, Smuggler Steel. But with that said, before I move on in the chat, I want to go ahead and bring on a fellow Filmtopian that all of you are very, very familiar with. And I actually haven't seen him in a while. So this is actually like really, really nice. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's welcome Jonah into the live. What's going on, Jonah?
I don't know why I'm awake, but here we go.
Oh, man. Hey, but you're here. It's good to see you, my friend. It's good to see everybody in the chat. It's good to feel the energy, the vibes. It's been a weird couple of weeks, I would say.
Very, very.
I don't know what's in the water right now or what's in the air, but it's been an interesting couple of weeks. Jonah, I gotta ask you though. You may be tired, or you may feel what you're feeling right now, but I want to ask you in person, how are you feeling about What If?
Oh God. What if is going a lot better than I thought it was going to. I really thought it was going to have a lot of like Clone Wars season 1 vibe to it. Which, don't get me wrong, I love Clone Wars season 1, but it was just very clunky, and it was it was very clunky. And I thought that was what If was going to be. But each week has gotten better and better, and like I'm just so happy that this show just keeps giving us more and more, and there's more and more stuff that's coming our way that we haven't even yet seen. We know that 2 seasons have already been shot of this show, and it's just like, well, what's season 2 finale gonna look like if episode 4 of season 1 looked like what it did? Like,
I'm very curious to see where they're gonna slot it in, right? Like, man, Phase 4 is turning out to be amazing. Right now in the chat, I know all of you are going wild in the chat, and I love it. But in the chat, really quick, what I need you to do is spam the chat telling me, just spam the chat right now, Shang-Chi. Just spam it up right now, because that's something we have to really quickly attach ourselves to and talk about really quick.
If I can jump through real quick, everyone's like asking me how school's going.
Oh, dude, How is school
Um,
going? How about you answer that?
I'm 2.5 weeks in of my fourth year in college, and I currently have straight A's right now with 13 classes.
Oh my, wait, what? No, 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 no. You can't just say that. You gotta say that twice. What'd you just say at the very end?
I have straight A's with 13 classes,
Straight A's with 13 classes. Um,
four of which are grad level classes.
I don't even know what to say right now, Jonah. 13 classes, like that's not a normal number in any way, shape, or form. You are a beast, my friend.
I
Congrats.
just want to graduate.
By the way, when I said spam, apparently they really did go and spam the chat, and we appreciate it. But I
It's
do
a lot of
see one that
Shang-Chi.
slipped in there. Melanie says, "Pray for Jonah."
Hey, you don't need to pray for me. Unless it's a game day because I didn't get
A
home
game
until
day.
4 a.m. on Sunday morning because we had a game on Saturday and that was terrible.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, for the people that do not know, what exactly do you do during game day?
I am in the marching band for my college. I am one of the percussion leadership members, and so pretty much my entire Saturday is full of going up to uh, where my college is playing because we're not playing in our hometown because our stadium's being remodeled. So we go up to LA to perform, and the game ended around like 11 o'clock at night. By the time everyone was loaded, it was around like midnight. By the time we got back, it was like 3 ish. And then by the time we finished unloading, and by the time I got home, it was like 4 a.m. So
Well, I will
it's going to
say
be a long
this:
season.
it is
It's
going
going
to
to
be
be a
a
long
long
season.
season, but one thing you do have at your
A Marvel
side.
movie every month. I know.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. Oh man. Speaking of Marvel movies, really quick, I'm gonna hit the chat really quick and let's see what everybody's saying. I see Juan is in the house, aka Johnny, my freaking brother. What's going on? Nice to see you. Vibes to you to your house. Kushal is also here. Says you're watching the season finale of Rick and Morty. Fun fact: I
I need to
actually
watch
have,
that.
I have not seen it.
I haven't
Let's
seen any
see.
of the new season. I've been waiting for it to like all come out so I can just binge it.
The binge life. I see Clay Bear Travels is here. What's up, Clay Bear? Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Um, yes, Isabel. The endless possibilities of what if is exactly like how this show can live on for years and years and years to come, and I don't think it. I think it'll fit. It'll work. And like I said, the Shang-Chi the Shang-Chi spams really went there. Cooper Willis throwing in some Star Wars. You know, we got to show some love too. Talia, everybody showing some Shang-Chi love. But really quick in the chat, now that oh my Lantis, that is a lot. Really quick in the chat,
You
what I
didn't
want to do
realize how
really
much
quick
there was until too late.
in the chat, what I want you all to do is if you've seen Shang-Chi, well, I want to let you all know that Shang-Chi, we're going to be talking a little bit of spoilers, well, a lot of spoilers really quick. So if you have not seen the movie, this is your fair warning. But Shang-Chi, go ahead in the chat right now and give it like a word that you would describe. So I'm not looking for a rating, so not like a 9 out of 10 or anything. I want like write the word that you would describe it with. Like, for example, you thought it was awesome tacular, and then just type that in. And I want to know what everybody's feeling about the movie. Jonah, I want to ask you since you're on the stream, what did you think about it? And then I'll go ahead and give my thoughts.
I mean, I've given my thoughts on the Discord, but I'll just repeat them on here. Shang-Chi is really, really good. And there's a whole bunch of things that I would love to say, but I don't want to take away from what you want to say about the movie. Um, I saw it twice
Wow.
already. I saw it on Thursday alone, and then I saw it on Friday with a bunch of friends after a bunch of our stuff ended up getting canceled. So, my gosh, like I don't know, like the movie was just such good pacing. There were some times on my second rewatch I was like, damn, I wish this was a little quicker.
Mhm.
But the on the first view, like I left the theater, I was like, what did I just witness? Um,
I think that's all of us.
That just the post-credit scene alone,
Yeah.
something big is coming. And I
And
don't know if it's Galactus or if it's the Celestials or the Eternals, but it's connected to one of them
mhm.
because
And
that's
we'll
what
get
the
into
color
that.
gold
We'll
is
get into
connected
that
to.
right. We'll get into that like right now, or right after this. But in the chat, I do see Kushal saying it was exquisite. I see Cooper Willis saying it was mystical. Isabel says super. Mad Cake says R.I.P. It's her fourth year, but I'm only taking five. You're a beast, Jonah. Los says Kung Fulicious. I love this one. Oh, okay. Johnny has not seen it. Okay, okay. And let's see. Smuggler says not seeing it until this weekend. Human Ramp has also not seen it. Okay, how about this?
Oh, I
Um,
shouldn't. Spoilers, sorry.
yeah, no. Well, here's the thing. I threw out my spoiler warning. I said spoiler, but hopefully they were there and they heard it. But if not here, how about this? I won't spoil anything. I will just give my general thoughts about it. Um, I guess I can save the
Go watch
spoiler
it.
stuff
There's my check.
because I'm working on something that has to do with that. But I will say this: for me, and what it meant to me, it was my favorite solo MCU film so far. For me personally, it just meant so much. I know you know, there's a lot going around on the internet right now, but I will say that that movie absolutely was from top to bottom everything I wanted, and actually a little bit more, or a lot more, because I didn't expect that. And then on top of that, just seeing, what I got to witness on screen was just absolutely like, it was so, oh man, how do I explain it? It was just so like, is it heartwarming? No, it
It,
just felt good. It felt good to see
it's a
it.
feel-good movie. It's a
It's
feel-good
a, it's,
movie.
it's a feel good movie, but, and on top of that, it was just something, I thought it was something fresh. I thought it combined a lot of elements from, other sorts of movies, other martial arts style movies and shows. I thought it brought it in and respected the heck out of it, and it just did it so much justice. I will say this: the next person to helm whatever live action Dragon Ball, whatever, ZGT, just Dragon Ball, any sort of Dragon Ball property, hire my man Destin. This
Yes,
man
very.
is an absolute genius
Animal.
of a director, and I am so excited about that. But really quick, let's see. I think I kind of feel bad for whoever didn't, whoever hasn't seen it, because there are spoilers going around. Um, Human Ramp said, or Oddly Awkward is in the house. What's up, Oddly? Nice to see you. Hold on. Where'd it go? Hello, hello. I love Shang-Chi so much. I can't say one word for it, but the cinematography is beautiful. Very so much.
Let's just say there's a bunch of cameos that were nowhere near hinted
I know.
at all, and I
Yeah.
was when I saw them, my brain kind of was like, "Wait, what?"
Mad Cake loved it. That's awesome. Ooh, Film Fan, you got me on this one. I rate it 10 out of 10 rings. That is so good. By the way, I saw Claybear's, I believe it was Claybear that wrote it, but it said Jonah Chi and the 13 classes or
The
something
Legend of
like
the
that.
13 Classes, something like that. I saw
That's
that; it was
funny.
hilarious.
Oh, man. Talia says, I think, hold on. Maybe yeah. I don't. It's because I don't. I'm gonna actually refrain from spoilers actually because I know some people haven't seen it. So just out of respect for them, I'll wait one more time. Plus, I have some spoiler thing coming, or I'm trying to. I'm working on it, and I think that will be a good place to do that.
I
So
do really like the. I'm just gonna. This is not really spoiling, but I do really like the contrast that they provide between the Mandarin, Wenwu, and Shang-Chi. Like the
mm,
contrast between the two characters and just not only their fighting style, but also just their views on everything within the movie. I was really happy the movie kept it mostly self-contained. Um, and while it did talk about like post blip stuff,
Hmm.
there wasn't like it wasn't like in your face like this is post blip. Like this is because of Thanos. Like it was like this feels like a very aftermath type of thing.
Even with San Francisco being the city, right? And you would think, oh, that might trigger some Ant-Man sort of feel to it. It honestly didn't. It went, it went like just like wind. It was like, oh wait, isn't Ant-Man in San Francisco too? And then it just goes out of your mind. You don't remember about Ant-Man at all
I didn't
for the
even
rest of
think
the
of
movie.
Ant Man at
Yeah.
all. I didn't think of him at all. Like I was just like, all right, cool. Chinatown in San Francisco, cool. That's where we're gonna be taking most. Oh, never mind. We're not doing that. Okay, cool.
By the way, let's see. It's funny. Smuggler Steel. So I believe Smuggler Steel has not seen Shang-Chi yet. But what's funny is I think it says YouTube dumped me, had to reload. But why I say it's kind of funny is because maybe that was the universe saying, like, it was maybe
Don't
around the
listen.
time where like some spoilers happened to like come out of our mouths. So maybe it was a good thing, Smuggler, that it just because I saw it on my end. I kind of run the stream also just to see it over here because I've got like two streams. I got the live one that I'm seeing, and then I've got the YouTube one. And the YouTube one went black for a minute, and I was like, "Whoa!"
It did. I
But
was really confused.
let's see. Yeah, Los. You know what? Let's go ahead and save it because I have something for Shang-Chi at a different time. So
You can
if you
always
want, let's go ahead
PM
and save it.
either of us on Discord, Los.
Yeah, and Discord works too.
Um,
Um,
where do you rank this in MCU movies?
oh, this is okay. So if it's the best to me, my favorite solo movie. Well, there is a slight difference between my favorite and what I think is just like objectively the best, right? There's a slight, small difference. Um, but it's definitely up there. It's definitely up in the if we're going by tiers, it's definitely in like the top two, top three ish tiers. And the reason why is because it did such an amazing job at staying original and self-contained while still having such a huge impact on everything else that's bound to happen in phases 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 11.
What I really loved too about that point specifically was they gave us a huge tease in the middle of the movie with Wong and Abomination, which, by the way, is not spoilers because it's been shown everywhere. Um, and then it just goes immediately back into self-contained movie, and it's
Yeah.
like, wait, but I want to know more about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait to like fully talk about it. But
It's
I know
out.
Roger does say that it was
It's
not the movie
out.
he anticipated. What's that?
It's out.
Oh, it's out. The episode's out. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. But Roger was just saying that it wasn't the movie he anticipated, but it was very surprising in a good way. Really enjoyed the dynamic between Simu Liu and Aquafina. By the way, if anybody's wondering how you pronounce Simu Liu, his name is Simu, so Simu, Simu, and then his last name is pronounced Liu, Liu, Liu. Um, and Aquafina, well, Aquafina's Aquafina, aka Nora from Queens. She's awesome. Oh man.
I sent you a watch party invite on
Okay.
Discord.
Cool.
I
I'll
also
look at
sent you
this.
my current tier list for everything. Um,
Wait. What
we
was
can
that
talk
second
about
thing?
that afterwards. I sent you an updated tier list.
Oh, okay, cool. I know Oddly says it's easily top three for Oddly. But oh my gosh, we got to talk about this afterwards. But apparently the episode is out, so we're gonna have to come back to it. But man, that Matrix is like easily. So I said at the beginning of this year, there's a video I believe, and I said the Matrix was the thing I was most looking forward to for the entire year. That included everything Marvel. I am a huge Matrix fan. So yeah. But with that said, everybody that's been hanging out during this watch party, I just want to say thank you. We're gonna go ahead and load up the episode, and then see what happens. So if you guys are near your destinations of where you're gonna watch it, we're gonna be getting ready very very soon. Gonna join.
Oh God.
What happened?
Felipe wants you to show something.
All right, hold on. Felipe. Okay, hold on. Where should I do this for he showing something or what?
I don't know. Felipe just said you need to show the poster.
Oh, yeah. We'll show it afterwards.
All right.
Yeah, we'll show it afterwards. All right, so everybody, this is how we're gonna do it. You already know how the drill goes. We basically have a timer that's gonna run. Stopwatch. So I have a stopwatch right here. As you all can see, this stopwatch, I'm gonna press play when we press play on Disney Plus. And then yeah. So in the chat, really quick, all I need you guys to type in is "ready," "let's go," or any of those two, and we'll get this thing going. Episode 5, What If Zombies, is officially out.
Did you see the promo for this episode?
I only saw one trailer. Is it me or did the promo just come out today?
It came out today.
Right? Okay, so they really gave it. They really gave Shang-Chi like as much as they could.
Yeah. They really wanted that movie to succeed so that everything else can fall into line as far as the rest of the year and beginning of next year.
Really quick. Okay, everybody. I see Isabel, Ali, Smuggler Steel, and Felipe are ready. I see that. Thank you guys so much. Autobots, roll out. I mean, ready. All right, cool. Here we go. Lord Basie, yes, the multiverse, or the Marvel Cinematic Multiverse is upon us. So, with that said, everybody, I'm going to count down from 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to say go. On go, we're going to press play. So, here we go, Jonah. You ready? All right.
Let's do it.
In 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. I love this.
I mean, as much as I blast this on my headphones, it was just so nice to hear it in theaters again.
Oh my gosh, dude. No, dude, there's nothing like the theater experience. Like
IMAX?
Oh my
IMAX
gosh.
was insane.
By the way, we got some Spider-Man No Way Home confirmation about Matt Murdock because of IMAX. I was like, oh. But with that said, here we are, 35 seconds into Marvel Studios' What If Episode 5, Zombies. Let's go.
Time.
T'Challa, baby. Okay, Mark Ruffalo. Oh, you saw that. Oh, you saw that. Oh, you saw that. Oh, Jon Favreau. My idol.
Is it Black Panther or is it Star-Lord?
Oh, I don't know.
I guess we gotta find out.
It's gotta be Star-Lord.
But if it's in Wakanda, then it would be Black Panther, right? Because this would be a different universe.
Yeah. Los is calling 3 jump scares, just FYI.
I don't think there's going to be any jump scares, honestly.
Smuggler, so much talent in this episode. Directed by Brian Andrews. All right, let's go. Oh, they did a Star Wars pan down. Star Wars confirmed.
Because it's Hulk.
Infinity War. Oh, I love that shot. No one's there to hear him. That looks so much like Hawkeye, bro. That's who I
It's
thought
the
it was in
training
the.
suit. It's the training suit
Oh yeah.
from Doctor Strange.
The mall. Hulk tile dysfunction, man. Oh! Am I tripping or is this in like 60 FPS?
You're not tripping.
I love the music, the score. That's such a dope reveal. Wong. Dude, this is totally in like 120 FPS. Oh! That was so cool. Rip Wong, bro. Wait, what? The heck?
Ant-Man?
Oh my gosh.
Ant-Man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey! Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh! Oh, Scott. Wait. Oh. Oh my god! That is. So you want to survive the zombie? I love this. I'm not single. I'm saving myself for Thor. Oh, that's happy. Kurt?
Kurt from Ant-Man.
Oh. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, Bucky. Let's go.
I love him.
Sharon. Oh, let's go. That's cool. Happy. Jersey. Chauffeur. Wait. Oh. I love this episode. Daddy. Tell you, man, the Ant-Man abilities are slept on. Blam. He's saying blam. Oh. 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 It's kind of cool how they pitted them against each other. Oh. Damn.
I love him.
Ooh, Spider-Man Supreme.
Zombie Hunter Spider-Man.
Yeah, yeah, that.
Oh, to God. I know what this is.
That's some good suspense, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so cool.
Trailer shot.
This is a dope reveal. Oh, that is such a sick shot. Oh, snaps. Did he bite him?
No.
Oh. Oh, that is so cool. Damn. Yo, Marvel said, yeah, this isn't for kids. It's okay. Oh, I see. Who was it?
Wasp.
The Wasp? This is like I Am Legend, bro. She's gonna be the cure. Oh man. Oh, this is dope. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, the way he landed, that was cool. That was such great imagery and symbolism. This guy's Spider. Oh, is this the episode? Scott. I love Paul Rudd. Futurama Ant Man. Good one, Los. Oh shh. Oh shh. Oh shh. And Wanda. T'Challa. I've got chills. Oh.
This is the episode from the trailer.
As a trap. Oh. Dude, these plots are so cool.
Uh-oh. Baba Yagu.
Dang, dude, this is so trippy. Dude. Oh, there's the shot. Wingardium Leviosa. Oh my god. Oh, I can't, bro.
Okoye just sacrificed herself.
Really? Oh, 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 dude.
Oh God.
This is crazy. Dude, look at how crazy. Oh, my god. Oh no. Dude, a zombie Hulk.
I think that his gamma is not going to let him transform.
Mm. Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, wait, 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 wait. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Sheesh.
Oh?
No. Yo, this episode's wild.
I think it's going to come down to Spider-Man.
It is. Oh my god. That is so crazy. No.
What?
Wait. Oh my god. Did you guys see that? Oh,
What?
dude.
I knew it. This
This
is where it all starts to connect.
this show freaking rocks, bro.
Wow. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, people everywhere. We have finished What If episode 5 ... zombies. This was such a great episode. OMG. Was this our first cliffhanger or was last
Yeah.
week?
No, last week was
Last
Resolve
week it
story.
yeah.
Doctor Strange got trapped in his own personal universe. But we know we're going to see him again. So it's kind of like a cliffhanger, but at the same time, it resolved the arc that it started. This was a complete cliffhanger, and I knew I don't know if I necessarily had said episode 5 was where it was going to all start to connect, but this is where it's all going to start to connect.
Dude. Oh my gosh. Chad, did you guys see that? Zombie Thanos was insane. Only Infinity Stone missing now was the Mind Stone. Are we getting a sequel part 2 next week, or you think this is all going to kind of resolve
I
like
have
later?
no idea. I have no idea.
Man, this is like
I have
this is good.
no idea.
This is really good.
Oh, it's not. This is
Wow. All right, everybody. If you are here, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. But with that said, in the chat, let me
if you want
know.
that Thanos, if you want the Thanos shot, 2758.
2758. Right now in the chat, just type your favorite like moment of the episode. There was definitely some awesome scenes, awesome moments. The characters that we got in this episode were really cool. Oh man. You know what's crazy? When we got to the halfway mark, I was like, if it ended here, I'd be like, okay, I get it. And then that's when we obviously get, the second half of this story. And I think someone in the chat said it earlier. Hold on. Oh, man. Well, Los is, yeah. As far as cliffhangers and stuff, definitely don't understand. Like, they really did that to us. Smuggler Steel is loving What If. I think that's the same thing here. Oh, man. Mad Cake says, well, guess it was all up to Ant and had to save the world then. Let's see. Yeah, because... yeah, and this wasn't our first cliffhanger. There are some people that are saying the other ones had cliffhangers. Kleber says, I enjoyed that they weren't getting killed for stupid mistakes like you see in a lot of zombie movies. Yeah, this was all, I think it was like a lineage of sacrifice. Each one that went, it was some sort of,
I mean, Happy got killed in a dumb way.
but it was so happy like. And then did you hear what he would shoot? He'd go blam, blam, blam.
You think they're preparing us for No Way Home?
Oh, man. Let's see. Michael Sarah says episodes 1, 3, and 5 had cliffhangers. Isabel's loving it. Ali says a 10 out of 10 episode. Cap getting chopped in half was awesome. No offense. No offense to our friend Jonah.
Yeah, Bucky did it, so I'm okay with it.
And what Bucky tell him? What was his line?
This is the end of the line. This is the end of the line.
Oh man, Zombie Cap showing up was really awesome. I thought the reveals, by the way, chat. I thought the reveals for almost all the characters is so like beautifully executed. I really, really liked the suspense they built up, and then the payoff that they gave us with whether that was actually just showing us or how it all resolved itself. Oh man, but Jonah. By the way, Jonah, whenever you got to dip, let me know. But I will
I'll
say,
stay on for like another half hour,
yeah, Smuggler
probably.
Steel says the Harry Potter line slayed me. That you and me, I think that was our hardest laugh of the episode.
Uh huh. I think it had to be because like it's just one of those things that you never would have like thought would have been in a Marvel property because it's not
Mm,
owned by Disney. So
yep.
them being able to use that, like, it's just completely out of nowhere, and it's like, oh, okay, well, that was hilarious that he said that at that point.
Oh man, I am so so stoked off of this episode. You know what? Okay, so you know how we were saying, let's see if this episode can supersede the one prior to it, because basically each episode has been better than the last.
I
I
I
will
think
say
this one,
this,
I
huh?
I really liked last week.
Yeah. Okay. So this is where this is how I think. I think it's not better, but it's not worse than last week's. I think they're. I think these are the two episodes that you don't have to pit against each other, and I think they live on the same plane. Um,
On a
for
first watching basis,
mhm,
I enjoyed this episode more than I did last week,
mhm.
but on a rewatch basis, I think I'm gonna enjoy the Doctor Strange episode more.
I will say, I think for me, the what got me about last week's was the bigger picture, the
Hmm.
introduction of the absolute points into the MCU, and then so that's what like made me really love last week's episode. On top of like the one on one, the Goku versus Goku, like feeling I got from it. Um, oh man, that was so cool. But this week's, I will say this, and I was looking for the comment. I believe it was Claybear, but it's this show is probably the most violent thing on Disney Plus currently right now, or the most scariest, whatever you want to call it. Like it was out there.
Intense, most intense show on Disney Plus right now.
Wanda, I thought Wanda was that was
Done
so like.
amazingly.
And then did you see the contrast or like the foil as to in this universe um Vision, like what's the word, he caused harm in order to like protect the one he loved, right? And
Hmm.
then what we got in WandaVision was like the inverse of that, which was Wanda, causing harm in order to protect the one she loved, which was Vision. I thought that was beautiful poetry. Very, very cool.
They both basically did the same thing for the other,
Hmm. Yep, exactly.
but in the end, Vision realized sooner that he was wrong for what he did.
Bro, when Vision went like this, that was a pretty intense moment. That was, and then to see Wanda come over, check him, turn his head around. Man, was that a shot for shot
I
remake
think
of
so.
when he was flipped over in Infinity War?
I don't think he was ever flipped over
Well,
in
it wasn't
Infinity
that he
War.
was flipped by anybody, but like when we saw him drop, I think his head laid basically in the same form.
I don't remember, dude. It's
Yeah.
been too long.
I will say that Los. And so this is going back onto the comment of what was your favorite part. Los says the Gryffindor Ant Man, that straight up terrifying Scarlet Witch, and that Thanos cliffhanger. Twas perfection.
No, yeah,
Um,
but if you go to 2758, like you get a perfect shot of Thanos, like with the Infinity Stones activated.
this is such a crazy visual, bro. That is just. Oh my
Hey,
god,
he's Voldemort. Sticking to the Harry Potter things, he lost his nose.
seriously.
He lost his nose.
Wow,
He's
that is
Voldemort.
just crazy visuals, bro. So hyped on that. Yeah, let's see what the Talia says. Did not see the Uncle Ben mention. Um,
Yeah, that was rough.
dude, I can't recall that right now. Uncle Ben. Oh, was it the?
When Hope this when Hope was like,
I
my
thought he, I
time's
thought he
done.
said Aunt May told him that.
He said both.
Oh.
He said Uncle Ben and my he said my uncle Ben Aunt May said that, and he said something else along this something similar. Just like, I didn't get all the time in the world that I wanted with them,
Hmm.
so I make the best out of the world of, because Hope was asking him like, how does he stay so positive?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so I remember that monologue or that dialogue right there. I didn't pay attention to the Uncle Ben thing. Felipe says that Wasp sacrifice. Claybear Travel says we're missing Zombie Black Widow and Zombie Thor. By the way, did we see Zombie Black Widow when they first arrived to San Francisco? Well,
We
duh, you
did,
check, huh?
kinda. We did kinda. Not like fully, but we did see her get infected.
I want to see who got off the plane. Okay, yeah. So here we go. Oh snaps! Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we've got T'Challa as Black Panther. We've got Iron Man, most likely Robert,
Well, Black
and
Widow might have
then
been fed to Scarlet Witch.
yeah. And Thor
You
is
never
not
know.
there. Thor was
I
not
don't
there.
think Thor can get infected. I mean, after seeing Thanos get infected, I don't know who can get infected, who can't get
Right?
infected by the. Like, I guess Hulk is like the only one immune because of his gamma radiation.
Freaking
But
Hulk, man.
um, I would hope that Thor can't get infected. But you don't ever know with Marvel. Your favorite characters are 1 second away from becoming a zombie currently.
Really quick, I'm gonna type in another question into the chat, and I'm gonna type in let's see what poll. The poll I want to do is I want to know, and Jonah, throw in some suggestions. But my question is, which I guess group of superhero, which like superhero family has had the most impact? Oh snaps! Oh snaps! Oh snaps! Hold on, how about this? Which superhero family has had
Inception.
the superhero like tree has had the most impact on What If thus far? So, so the Ant Man family, or like the Ant Man abilities. Do you get what I'm trying to ask? Like, what's been the most like, or is it Doctor
So
Strange?
you're saying like Doctor Strange, Ant Man as a whole property,
Hmm.
Avengers as a property, Guardians as a property. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
And then
So I've got Ant Man. I've got Doctor Strange. The Hulk, Vision, Vision and Wanda, or I'll just put Vision. Um, yeah, I'll throw that in there. Am I missing someone? Nick Fury? Should I put Nick Fury? No. I'll put these. All right, chat. I put in another poll, and it should be coming up sometime right now. Yeah, so I put which superhero ability slash property has had the most impact on What If. I already have my vote, but I want to see what all of you think. Yeah, as the votes come in, yeah, I definitely.
also Brown Babe. Chadwick was apparently signed on for 4, maybe 5 episodes of this season. So that's the second one that we've seen of him. And
Yeah,
there's at least two more, to my
yeah,
knowledge.
we are gonna get one more because of that Avengers as Guardians of the
That's next
Galaxy.
episode. That is
That
next
is.
episode. I think that's going to be next episode because look at if you look at it, it looks apocalyptic.
Mhm. You're right. You're right. Right. Oh, and obviously Thanos.
Hmm.
Got it.
I think that's
Uh,
next week.
let's see really quick. Sorry, everybody. Let me do something really quick. Philippe, if you're still here, I'll go ahead and show that thing. So here we go. So, you know how Philippe asked me to do it or show some stuff earlier? Well,
Uh,
it's the Shang-Chi, some Shang-Chi stuff. Here we go. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Did it work? Yeah. Let's see.
hey, there you
So
go.
there's me. There's Ricky Chi, you feel me? And then you got fit in right here, I guess, because of the way you're facing. Oh man.
I
Oh
love it.
man. Philippe
I
has
love
done it
it.
again.
I love it, Felipe.
I'm gonna leave that on screen for a little.
I need that.
Uh,
I need that. I
oh
need
man.
that.
Oh man. Alan Gare says, "Which episode do I prefer?" I'm gonna say right now, I I like where. Oh man, that's a tough one. So for episode 4 with Doctor Strange, for me, it really opened my head up and it really like made me think of the grander impact that this whole show is gonna have and what it might mean in Spider-Man: No Way Home plus Multiverse of Madness. So that's why it's super up there. But then 5, it's for me like the replay value and the visuals and the fact that it was like a thematic, a mature theme. You know, it had a mature elements to it. I can't deny those. So, you know, I'm kind of stuck between both. Let's
I'm
see.
gonna stick with what I said earlier, which was on a first watch basis, episode 5 takes it, but on what I would be more interested in going back and rewatching, I
Mm,
think episode 4 will take that because I think I would rather rewatch episode 6, especially if it's a finisher of
mm,
this. I feel like you would have to combine episode 5 and episode 6
mm.
in order to rewatch it, which I don't necessarily have the time for sometimes. So, for rewatchability's sake, I'm
Mm.
going to say episode 4.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. So we got Smuggler Steel saying, objectively, I still think Strange episode is the tops. The Strange episode just hit so hard on a personal, emotional level. Yeah, that was a very, very emotionally driven episode, and it's very, very sad actually.
Yeah.
Alan Gare, here's a good one. So rankings of the episodes so far, I got to put Doctor Strange number 1. This one number 2. Honestly, I'm gonna put 1A and then 1B, and then 3. Uh, I'll say the Ant Man one or the Ant Man one, and then 2. I mean 4
T'Challa,
T'Challa, and then number 5 the
Captain
other one.
Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Like, the episode 3 was great, but it's nowhere near as good as his last two.
Yeah.
And same with episode 2. Episode 1 just felt like a replay of Captain America. I didn't like it. Now that I've gone back and rewatched it, I'm like,
Yeah.
I gave this a 7. This doesn't deserve a 7 in my book anymore.
It was playing it safe. It was literally like a let's get you used to everything. Oh, by
Mhm.
the way, chat, I need you guys right now to type in or let me know your thoughts on did you notice how it was at a 60 frames per second stream the the episode? Did anybody notice that it felt like a video game sort of like motion blur? Jonah, did you see that on your end?
Kind of at the start, but then it readjusted itself right away.
So mine was, there were certain scenes that were like normal, natural cinematic, right? You get that, what, 24 frames per second basically. And then in certain
I got that
action
feeling with
sequences,
certain scenes in Shang-Chi too.
I didn't. Oh, there was something about Shang-Chi I wanted to mention that had something to do with that. And I don't remember what it was. It might have been that.
I know the scene that I'm thinking of. I just don't
Mm-hmm.
want to say it because of spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I can just say the car scene because that's really cryptic. But
Oh, yeah.
when they start
Oh, I
going
see
back,
what you're saying. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you know what I'm talking about now,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, like that was very video game like for me. That sequence. So this was I didn't feel like it was.
Brown Babe says Ricky is blonde. I've been gone way too long. Brown Babe, it's great to have you back whenever you can make it, of course. But yes, for the time being, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Lucy's
Just
hair is blue.
Lizzie. Shout out to Lizzie, man.
I tried to get her to come on. She didn't
Hey, but
respond.
is it Filmtopia Blue?
I look on her Instagram.
Oh man, let's see. Man, y'all are going
Also,
hard in the chat.
if you pull up the tier
The
list that I
episode.
sent you,
Oh yeah, I'll do that right now. Um,
what if it's like teetering? Before this episode, it was a B, but after this episode, I think it's an A. It's like
let's see.
it's right there. It's like almost an A tier, but not just quite an A tier for me.
Oh man, I will say that one thing about this episode though was the lines they gave Chadwick. Man, those are some heavy lines to deliver
Oh
now
yeah.
with everything
Oh my
that's
god.
happened. Brown Bay says Felipe is unstoppable. Yes, he is. Isabel, good night to you. Thank you for always being here and being so awesome. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna DM you something. Or I'm gonna ask you something. So be on the lookout for that. Let's see. Let's see.
You're
Oh,
in
Film Fan
trouble.
says. Bob says, on a scale from 1 to 10 brains, how do you rate the episode? This is definitely
12.
this is definitely a 9. I just don't, I haven't figured out what kind of 9. So it's 9 and above. Just give me a little bit more time to think about it. Okay, Smuggler also noticed the frame rate thing. Oh
I think it was during the opening scene.
no! So check it out, Jonah. On my end,
Made.
I swear to you, it went until the whole episode finished. Um,
Really?
yeah, it was literally it would be in certain spots and certain action sequences that it would turn into 60 FPS. I'm telling you, it felt like
I
a video game.
I probably am too tired to notice.
Oh man, let's see. Film fan says 10 brains. That's funny. Well, really quick, Jonah, before you head out, I wanted to know your thoughts. If you've seen it, have you checked
Right.
out what's going on with the Matrix, and are you personally excited?
I'm excited for the Matrix. Have I seen anything? No, because I've been swamped in homework.
I will say this: Smuggler Steel. I've said this dating back to January, that the minute dating back to 2020, because that's when HBO Max revealed their slate for this year. I That's easily the thing I was most excited about over any Marvel project, over any DC project, over anything that was supposed to be slated for 2021. December, I can't remember what part of December, but late December, we're going to get The Matrix. Um, I was going to say The Matrix Reloaded, but The Matrix, oh man, what, I'm blanking right now. Re,
I'm just excited.
yeah, Matrix, what's the freaking name? Resurrections. So I'm glad you're excited, Jonah. I will say this. I know you haven't seen anything yet, but it looks beautiful. Like, it looks so
I'm
good.
excited. I'll take a
don't
look when I have
necessarily
more
know where
time.
they're going, if it's going to be a retelling, because obviously we know the Matrix has like multiverses to itself as well. Um, I'm just so like so hyped on that, and then the branding that's going being pushed behind it. I love when movies do that. Do you remember when Jurassic World came out and it had a website? So
Yeah,
that
yeah, I do.
so that's like the sense I'm getting for this Matrix movie is like they're really going all out on it. I know, they've come to realize that the whole doing the day and date stuff with putting it on HBO Max plus the theaters was a bad decision in hindsight. And so I think they're really gearing up to make sure people go watch this in theaters. Um, so excited. Let's see.
That's the fourth time that they killed Vision. Third time in the last year.
Dude, Paul Bettany's like, as long as those checks are coming in. Let's see.
Also, I do
Um,
think that Benedict did a lot better with voice acting
oh,
than everyone else did in this episode.
wait,
Personally,
Benedict,
Cumberbatch,
Doctor Strange.
yeah, I think he
Oh,
did a
you're talking
lot
about.
better voice acting. Yeah, I think he did a lot better voice acting than everyone in this episode combined.
So,
Personally,
oh, that's a great one. That's a good thing you point out because I'm not gonna lie. There are some of the actors that are actually the actors that play them in real life or in live action that I don't know what's going on, but at the processing they're putting their voices through, it's not hitting. Like,
no, it's
um,
not. But
I
what Doctor Strange did hit. So that's why I have to give to episode four again when we're talking about four
it
and
gives it
five.
another one. I will say Doctor Strange was one of the best ones. Who from this episode? Ant Man, Paul Rudd was pretty good, and
Oh yeah, it
the
was
one.
very quickly mentioned in passing. He said my mom, dad, Uncle Ben, and Mr. Stark
Hmm.
on the train.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good on. I think it was Isabel. Was it Isabel that
Mhm.
said that?
I think so.
No, or was it Talia? I think film fan Bob is out of here. So film fan Bob, vibes, sobs, baby, sobs. Cooper, glad to have you back. The episode was so good, absolutely. Um, and yes, going back to the Matrix. So Smuggler says the personal customization they did for the trailer was off the chain. If you have seen it, it is amazing. That's one thing I want Joan actually. I'll let you in your sweet time to go do it, but there is one thing when you go into the website and stuff that was like really cool to me. I was like, oh shit, this is kind of cool.
Okay,
uh,
I'll check it out when I have time.
yeah. But yeah,
Yeah, if you
man.
want to pull up that tier list, and then I'm gonna head out of here after
Yeah,
we go through
gotcha.
that.
Uh,
Because I have class in 7 hours, 7 hours. I need sleep.
ouch, 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 ouch. All right,
I
here we
need
go.
sleep.
So, how do I get? Can everybody see that?
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Um, self-explanatory bottom tier.
Hold
Cool.
on. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. So oh man, Black Widow, man. Dang, Black Widow. Okay, so go
What a
ahead.
pain.
The floor is yours, Jonah.
I tried to make this as accurate from right to left, with left being like basically what it would like the closest
If
to the next tier,
got you.
and right being the lowest in that tier. Um, so Hulk and Captain Marvel are reversible for me. Just
Hmm.
what they were in the order that I put them in up there. I
Oh
really
man.
don't like Iron Man 3, even with all the Shang-Chi tie-ins.
Mhm.
I really didn't like it. Um, Iron Man 2 was worse than Iron Man 3, but I did like
I don't
the
think Iron Man 2
ideas
aged well at all. Like,
it didn't age well, but like
yeah.
watching like it never neither of those aged well for me, but like I put two over three because I just personally enjoyed Whiplash more than I did Um, Killian is his
Mm-hmm.
name. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Black Widow's in D tier because it's barely in D tier.
Uh-huh.
Um, I really enjoyed the opening of the movie up until it became unrealistic and she survived and she basically became indestructible. Um,
At what point was that? The indestructibility.
as soon as she fell off that pillar with the
Trying to
widow
remember.
that then shot herself in the face. This was like towards the beginning of the movie when they
Oh,
go
oh,
to when they meet up in their safe house and then
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they get chased down and then she falls and like hits her like legs and stuff and then just like gets up like nothing happened and I was like okay I don't like this.
Okay, so that's your D tier. So then we go
Yeah.
into C.
See, I put Black Panther in C tier. It's a great movie, don't get me wrong. Everything else that I have above it, I just enjoy a lot more.
Mm,
I have a hard time going back and rewatching Black Panther, um, just because of seeing Chadwick on the screen is kind of hard for me right now. Because
mm,
it's probably hard for everyone, but like especially like in such a prominent role, like I just don't want to go back and rewatch it, so I haven't given a chance to get higher.
mm.
Um, it just felt very it felt very Marvel like basic. It felt like a basic Marvel movie to me, and that's why it's in C tier because it's great, but at the same time, there was it didn't really feel like an original thing. It felt like just a retelling of like another thing of their formula that they always do.
Okay, go ahead.
Thor: The Dark World deserves more love than everyone wants to give it.
I've
Um,
rewatched it and I can confirm the same thing that Thor Dark World has definitely risen in my rankings uh because of what we've seen in Loki and just everything that led up, everything that's transpired so far. I would agree. I don't know about putting it
uh,
in front of Black Panther for me, but it's definitely good.
Thor one I liked a lot more than I liked Thor: The Dark World. It's great with character building. It's great with just introducing Thor and Loki and a relationship that will last till present day in the MCU.
Hmm.
And they did a great job of starting that up. WandaVision for me was very boring, 1 through 6. Don't get me wrong. Um, I love 7, 8, 9, but it was not enough to bring it above C tier.
Hmm.
Definitely nowhere near as good as either Ant Man movie, in my opinion, which is why both Ant Man movies are above it in B tier in the order that they are in. Age of Ultron, I dropped to B tier just because I started looking at everything objectively, and I was like, well, I like all these other movies a bit more than Age of
Hmm.
Ultron, as much as I love Ultron. Um, Guardians 2, great movie, great soundtrack. Um, yeah, that's all I can say about Guardians 2. Iron Man 1 classic. It fits right in the middle of a bunch of everything. There's a good amount of movies that I like more than it. There's also a good amount of movies that I don't like more than it. Both Spider-Man movies are there because I'm a huge fan of Spider-Man, and I feel like it got better with each one. I did have Far From Home in my top 10 at one point, but after rewatching a bunch of other stuff, it has dropped out. What If actually is like in that like A B kind of thing. It's like
Hmm.
now it's like leaning more towards that A tier after this episode. So it's looking like it's going to be an A tier once we finish this season.
Hmm.
Um, and then Captain America, First Avenger, rewatched it, love it.
I rewatched it too.
God,
It's super good.
that movie. Oh my God, it sets up so many things for the future of the MCU. Not just like mostly cinematic stuff too. Not even story wise or like formula wise. It just sets up like so much within just like how the movies get shot from there on. Thor Ragnarok. revolutionized Thor. There's nothing ever wrong with Thor Ragnarok. If you don't like Thor Ragnarok, there's something wrong with you. Um, this next one's probably a little controversial for a lot of people. A lot of people were not the biggest fan of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Personally, I really enjoyed Falcon and Winter Soldier. It was exactly what I wanted. I would have loved more from it, but at the same time, what we did get, I it really like I really enjoyed everything that we had. Same with Loki. I after watching Loki again, I dropped it out of S and put it in A. It's really good. Don't get me wrong, Loki is probably the best TV series, live action wise, but it might top it honestly. Um, and they're just there was just so much hype around it when it first came out. But now that
Mhm.
I've had a chance to go back and rewatch it, like without all the hype surrounding it, I can solidly put it in A, and be really like good with where it is. It can switch places with Shang-Chi really easily. Shang-Chi was a great movie. It was exactly what I was hoping for it to be and everything more. Like
Mhm.
I left the theater and I was like, wow, that exceeded all my expectations. Like, because like, first of all, they barely gave it any budget for trailers or anything,
Yeah.
and then it comes out here and it's like, here's $140 million in box office over Labor Day weekend. Um, yeah, so it deserves where it is. Guardians of the Galaxy is great. It is one of a kind. James Gunn did amazing with it. Doctor Strange is still my favorite solo movie. And last week's What If just added on to that even
Oh
more.
yeah.
Um, Avengers, the original one, yeah, I mean, it's barely not S tier, and my S tiers are all self explanatory. You can see why they are all in S tier.
Dude, I'm gonna go fill this out like very soon because looking at this, there's so many properties, bro. Like, so I remember like a few months ago or whatever, in the A and B tier, it wasn't that long. Like, oh man, that's
Nope.
super. No, that's dope, man. There's a few things here that I would. Oh, by the way, did you make your tier list off of objective, what you think is the best, or these are favorites?
This is more favorites
More
than
favorites.
anything
Okay.
else. This is what I enjoyed watching.
Okay.
Um, with S being, I will rewatch that if I have the time. I will rewatch that. That is the first thing I will click play on.
Gotcha.
And D being, I will never rewatch this movie.
I will say, just to throw this in, but Black Widow, I think I would throw it into the C tier.
It's
Um,
right there. It's literally right there. I just can't. There's too much cringe rewatching it recently. There was
Here
too
we
much
go.
cringe for me.
Yeah, like the chat saying, Ali's saying Black Widow doesn't deserve a D though. Great act in one and two, but horrible act three.
Hmm.
Vinduck says Black Widow is a C tier. The third act just really dragged the film. Oh, that's Mad Cake says I would put Black Widow in C. Uh, Smuggler says how low the Asgard stuff is. I feel personally attacked. Winky face.
Half of
Um,
it is in A, the other half is in C. I, I,
uh,
I don't know what you're talking about.
that's true though. That's a good contrast, huh? Let's see. Where am I? Smuggler says I didn't like Ragnarok as much as most as others. My biggest problem with it was the fact that all too often the comedy stepped on the drama. Let me tell you this, Smuggler. Last night I was watching it, I believe on TNT, um, but not super watching it, just kind of background. But on one of the scenes that I like attached myself to was when it was towards the end, and I know what you're talking about, where the comedy does step on the dramatic like climaxes. But one of the like I guess leeways I give it is the fact that it's Taika Waititi, and that to me that's actually what like defines Taika is like comedy stepping on the toes of drama, but it working, if that makes sense. But
Also, look at Revenge of the Sith.
yeah.
Thor Ragnarok is Revenge of the Sith of Marvel.
Stop, bro, stop. Go, dude, go to sleep, bro. Go to
I'm not
sleep.
wrong. I'm not wrong. Am I wrong? What Marvel property has more memes coming out of it?
I have failed you, Jonah. I
No,
have
you haven't.
failed you.
No, you haven't. I failed myself.
Oh
Oh
man.
god.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ragnarok. I really enjoyed Ragnarok.
Smuggler. By the way, oh, and going back to that point of just the comedy stepping on the drama, I can agree. I can totally see what you're saying though, because um, if you don't accept that, or if like it just doesn't like pass well for you, it would totally bother me as well. But let me tell you this, Smuggler. If all of you in the chat that are watching right now, go ahead and go make your tier list. Where do you
let me
make this, Jonah?
find. Let me find it. I'll just post the link
Yeah.
in
So
the
post the
chat.
link. Jonah will post the link in the chat for this tier maker. And then you all can go and make your tiers, and I can go put them in the Discord, but then B, on the next stream I can bring them on stream, and we'll go through them.
There you go. It's in chat. I'll
All
post it a few
awesome.
times.
uh, Mad Cake says Doctor Strange deserves S tier over Cap. I'm sorry, Jonah. I just had to do it to you. Oh man.
Cap is the
Oh,
only solo movie I put in S tier.
dude, Mad Cake. Loki is S tier too. That's why I want to go make this. Because I wanna see what my body and mind tells me. I might make two. I might make a favorites one, and then one that I think would be objectively like what would be considered the best. I might make two. Um, but I do want to. I really want to make that favorites one. Uh, yeah, and here we go. Everybody in the chat, Jonah did post that in the comment section down below. So definitely check that out when you have the chance. Yeah, Ali. Like I said, if you all make that, if you make one, go ahead and make it, drop it in the Discord, and then next stream we'll go ahead and bring them on, or we can just talk about it over on the Discord. But I would love to know all of your rankings.
But this
Um,
is what the cool thing is that like we all have different opinions, and
mhm.
no matter what, we all love everything that we see on the screen right now.
Yeah,
Just because I rank something lower than where you have it doesn't necessarily mean that I disagree with you and that I hate it.
yeah,
It just means that, especially with this list, I just don't find enjoyment out of it as you find enjoyment out of it.
yeah,
This was a
yeah. And I
list
think
of,
this one's a favorites, right? This is your
yeah, this is
favorites.
a
Yeah.
favorite. This is a favorites. This is a very, if I had to pick any movie from the MCU to suggest to someone to try and get them involved in the MCU,
Mm,
this would be close to what I would give them. I would give them a lot of what's an A tier actually
mm,
if I was trying to get them involved in the MCU. Because a lot of A tiers, a lot of introductory films. The Avengers is a great one for introductory. Guardians another one, great team up introduction. Loki is good for just because it's messing with time. People like that. And Captain America: First Avengers, chronologically the first one in the timeline. So again, this is if I'm sitting down on Disney Plus, I'm hitting play on anything in S tier before anything else, and so on and so forth. That is how I did this. It's not based on objectively. Uh, oh my god, bad cake.
Smuggler still says different strokes for different folks,
Yes,
except the one universal, which Matty Cake says that, except for Captain Marvel. Hey, you know what? I went back and rewatched Captain Marvel, and it's not as bad as bad as it was bad at one point. I don't know what, but I rewatched. I gave it a chance, and it's flawed, but
it's
but
my
it's
understatement.
I
Though
just
I am excited for the Marvels. I am excited for the
yeah
Marvels after what we have recently seen.
yeah. No, definitely, definitely super. Mad Cake says
Spoilers.
a Z tier.
Spoilers.
Let's see.
Spoilers.
So, I like this. What Lo says. Lo says you guys should make a future tier list on where you think the rest of Phase 4 properties will rank. Um, that's a great one. I think that's
I
a
don't like
really,
doing the
really good
prediction
idea.
ones, but I can. I don't like doing that because it's just like, well, then that's where you're putting your expectation for that movie, and when it
But
doesn't hit that expectation,
I think it would be really cool because it's kind of like what's that called? Like it's just like
the
fantasy
Captain
football kind
Marvel
of.
slander. The
Oh
Captain
no.
Marvel slander.
Oh no. Goose is the only thing that saves that movie for me. I love the flirkin. Uh, Ali says, "Nah, I rewatched Captain Marvel recently. Had 3 cups of coffee and still couldn't stay awake like Brie Larson in the movie." Oh man, the sorry Brie. No, but hey, I will say this though.
You know something's wrong when the Disneyland version of Captain Marvel is hotter than Brie Larson.
Oh man, she was awesome. Um, oh
Speaking of
man,
Disneyland, Shang-Chi is now at campus.
Shang-Chi in his bomber jacket is now. I will say
I
though,
wish it was the dragon suit
yeah,
that's
but
in the
I think that
posters. I
was
wish
just
it
a
was that.
first day thing. I think
Probably.
that
I
was just a
hope.
first weekend because the movie hasn't really come out yet. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they already
Because
posted a huge spoiler like on Twitter today. I was like, damn, really?
who?
Already?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I did see that.
I was like, dang, really? I That was like one of the coolest parts of the entire movie for me was
There,
seeing that happen. Because I
there's
was like, wait,
usually
there's no way. I was like, wait, there's no way. There's no way. And then it was, and it was like, oh my god, that's awesome.
yeah,
And
there's
now they're
usually
taking
a
it.
spoiler embargo for movies. Well, I mean for the shows, right? Like for Loki and stuff, they would usually wait till the Tuesday after. Um, or when it was on Thursdays, when stuff would come out on Thursday nights or Friday nights, they'd wait till Tuesday of the next week to be able to talk about it openly, like Marvel, the
Mhm.
Twitter account and the all that stuff. So I was kind of surprised to see Shang-Chi take a little, some steps into like I guess the spoiler territory. So if you haven't seen it, maybe don't hang around the what do you call it, like the social medias of Marvel Studios right now because there are a few things that are considered spoilers. They're good moments, and so hence I would consider them spoilers. Um, so yeah. Let's see. And not good moments, memorable moments is what I meant. Let's see. And yes, Cooper Willis. I would love to do that for Star Wars 2. Oh man, I love this. I love this.
Star Wars. I mean, are we doing like everything? Because
Yeah, the way you included shows over here, I think that's how it would be done for the Star Wars one.
okay, so
Um,
I can just rattle mine off real quick. S
uh,
tier, Clone Wars, Mandalorian, Revenge of the Sith, Empire Strikes Back.
what was your
A
first one?
tier, Clone Wars,
Oh, Clone Wars. Okay.
Clone Wars, Revenge of the Sith, Empire Strikes Back, and Mandalorian. S tier. A tier, Rebels, A New Hope, um, Force Awakens. B tier, uh, Attack the Clones. C tier,
I don't like sand. Oh, in that tier, you got to throw in
Phantom
some
Menace.
sand.
Yeah. Phantom Menace. Oh, sorry, A tier Rogue One. Forgot about that
Oh,
movie.
wait. That's S tier for me for sure. Rogue One.
I can't put more than four things in S tier.
It's like Michael Scott, urgent emails, urgent level five.
There's an S plus tier for the Revenge of the Sith supercut, the 6 hour long supercut that people made.
I have not seen that. What do you mean made?
People spliced together all the deleted scenes and Clone Wars season 7. pretty much
Oh,
into one cut.
dang. That is
It,
pretty
it,
tight.
it's basically like Zack Snyder's like
Oh man. I will say though, Mad Cake says for the Z tier, all of the last three, the sequel trilogy. Um,
I agree.
oh man.
The
If I
Force
could just
Awakens
take
was
out
fine.
if I could take out Ben, Kylo Ren, if I could just take him out of like and put him like in a different tier, I would. Um, but hey, like Smuggler Steel
Kylo's
says,
S tier. Kylo's S
different
tier.
different strokes for different folks. Everybody's,
Also, speaking of Kylo,
everybody's likes are definitely welcomed here,
we're
and I'll
getting more
definitely be
Kylo
doing these tier lists
backstory.
later. What'd you say?
We're getting more Kylo backstory in that Lego Star Wars show.
Oh, I finally saw a little bit of a trailer for that, or a little bit of
They
footage.
finally released the trailer, and
Um, what's Darth
that's
Vader's
open.
like? Alfred Butler. What's his
I
name?
don't know.
Well, he's supposedly in that. So
I
that's gonna
don't
be kind of
know.
cool. By the
Darth
way,
Vader's
Los
a
says I'll be
brother.
going to Disneyland on the weekend of October 15th. So
That's
stoked to
sick.
see the Avengers campus and to build my
That's
lightsaber. I'm
sick.
so stoked for you, Los. Reach out to me. Possibly, if there's a possibility that I might be able to be there that weekend. It'd be awesome to meet up with some fellow Filmtopians. So yeah, let me know.
Jayla
Smuggler
everyone.
says sequel was some of the best looking Star Wars, but it was just awful story wise.
Okay, can I spoil Free Guy?
No, 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 not yet, not yet, not yet. I'm like this close. I'm pretty sure they're gonna put it on digital like any month, any Friday now. Don't do it. You know how long it took me to get to the theaters to go watch
No,
Shang-Chi? It
no.
took me so long. I would buy
So I went
tickets and
opening night.
cancel. I think I finally went one of these days. I forgot which one, but I
Well,
went yesterday.
congratulations. You helped Venom get
I've
pushed forward.
pushed it forward. By the way, everybody that's wondering, I'm very hesitant to go to the theaters myself, just for personal reasons and everything that's going on. So obviously, if you haven't gone to the theaters, I definitely would recommend maybe catching if you're gonna go watch Shang Chi. And one of the reasons you can't go is just because of everything that's going on. But I would try suggesting getting a day screening and then a super random time. Um, and now
I
that
know that if you do a day screening, it's also way cheaper than if you do it at nighttime too.
yeah.
Um, a lot of people are also in school, so there's already a huge chunk of people that won't be there.
And so definitely, there's that, and then now you can pick your seats, whereas before, at least in where I live, like you'd have to go in and you wouldn't get to choose your seats. That only started happening like a year ago or 2 years ago.
I want to, Los. I want to.
Oh, Mood, spoiled free guy. No, don't.
Cameos.
Angel Santos, the new Disney Star Wars trilogy didn't have that Star Wars feels, to be honest. I think Star Wars Theory said this the other day, which was what something about the trilogy, the sequel trilogy, is that it looks like Star Wars, it smells like Star Wars, but there's just something about it that doesn't let you like absolutely say, "Hey, that's Star
I
Wars."
saw this awesome theory
Mm.
that says that um, Luke Skywalker in that trilogy isn't Luke Skywalker. It's a clone of Luke Skywalker from the hand of Luke
Yeah.
Skywalker on that mountain that we saw at the end of the Bad Batch. And I was like,
Uh,
hey, rewriting the sequels.
oh
I'm
man,
down.
I'm excited for everything intra 6 and 7 or in between 6 and 7, right?
I'm excited for
Everything
everything in
that.
between everything.
Oh man, this whole
Rebels! Give me more Rebels.
yeah. Oh man, for sure. Uh,
Give me more
well,
canon
really
death.
quick. Mad Cake says I got off on in Lego Star Wars games. Um,
She meant to say go off.
Oh, I go off in Lego Star Wars gangs. I mean, oh man, that did not go well.
Solo was pretty good. I haven't seen Solo in a while
Mad
though.
Cake, that's your fault, not mine. That's your fault. Oh man. Lo says I usually go early Saturday mornings or at like 4 p.m. during the week when people are at work school. Yeah, that's a great idea. And like I said, I'm it's very hard to get me to go to the theaters right now, but I had to do it for Shang-Chi. I couldn't not see this. Um, calculated risk.
Three
I am
guys, one
very
thing.
interested in
Three
Star
guys,
Wars
one
anime.
thing.
Really, it really was. Jonah,
It's very cringe, but it's also very like it's very predictable where it's gonna go. But I loved it, and it's a video game movie, so what's there not to like?
it's Ryan freaking Reynolds, dude. Like
Yeah,
born for that. Ryan Reynolds is born to be like in every movie he's in, if that makes any sense. Oh,
I mean he wrote the movie, so
let's see. Yeah, Star Wars squills. It's like milk that's just about to go off. It's got that twinge of rot.
it's that milk that Luke drank on. I can't even remember the planet's name. That's how terrible the sequels are.
Oh, I don't want to look. I can figure this out. Batu, no. Oh, I was so hyped for that planet, dude. I was so hyped for that whole sequence. I was so hyped for that. Oh my gosh, bro. Uh, whatever. I can't remember it right now.
Stop lying, Mad Cake. Stop lying. We all
You
know
said,
that you did.
oh, what does it say? Madcake says, I did not, in fact, go off to the game.
Got off.
The funniest part was I read it like that, and then, like, midway through, I'm like, wait, what? And then, oh, man. Oh, smuggler with one of these.
I think I think if he played Green Lantern now, it would be a success.
Oh, absolutely. Like, it had a lot to do with the
It has his name on it at this
yeah.
point.
But I love the redemption with Deadpool and like the poking fun at it. I love that. Love that so much. But chat, I just want to let you know we're gonna wrap up right here. Alan
Yeah, I
Garrett
gotta
does
go.
say, yeah.
I
Jonah,
gotta
if you
go.
wanna head out, you can head out. I'm
I'm
just
going
gonna
to.
say bye to the
I'll see you
fam.
guys in the chat.
All right. Later, Jonah. Peace and
Peace.
have a good week. I'll
Yeah,
see you
you
next week.
too. Maybe.
All right. Later, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, Jonah, everybody, let's give a round of applause to Jonah. It's gonna go to sleep, get ready for school tomorrow. But Alan Gare, let me answer this really quick, or let's see what you have. So for Alan Gare says, I agree with almost everything except WandaVision is B tier for me. And you're referring to, I believe you're referring to this. Excuse me. Yeah, almost everything except WandaVision is B tier. And again, this is Jonah's um, tier maker. Let's see. And the Avengers in S tier, Doctor Strange in B tier, both Spider-Man homes. Oh, did we have Spider-Man in there? Oh yeah, we did. Okay, so quick. Okay, Michael Sarah, check this out. So, I actually personally, so you're saying I don't understand when people say episode 7 is bad. It's a lazy copy, but that doesn't make a movie bad. That's just my opinion. Michael Sarah, I agree with you. I like even to this day episode 7. I liked it when I watched it because it 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 clickbaited me into thinking, this was going to go somewhere really cool, especially with the dynamic between Snoke, Luke, and Ray and Ben or Kylo. I was all for that. I could not wait till whatever episode 8 was going to be, and then obviously culminate into episode 9 that was going to be helmed by Colin Trevorrow, that just came off of the amazing, in my opinion, I love Jurassic World. Didn't really know too much or wasn't too bothered with Ryan Johnson for episode 8, but whatever. I will say, just for clarification, episode 7, I enjoyed it. And even to this day, I still enjoy. I think I enjoy the fantasy of it, of where it could have gone. I do think it was very, very similar, and the filmmakers, Kathleen Kennedy, and Bob Iger, and everybody have admitted that they played it safe with episode 7. They needed something to appeal to the new generation and to the older generation of Star Wars fans. So while it was a copy of sorts, I just thought where it could have gone, it could have been the sequel trilogy we were looking for, but it did not. uh, yeah. So Angel says instead of Kylo Ren, we should have had Darth Jar Jar. Oh man, Mad Cake says can't help the movie script that was handed to him. Yeah, no. As far as like Ryan Reynolds and the Green Lantern, that's what I'm saying. It was hindered on more of that than anything, because obviously even Ryan Reynolds back then was an awesome, at least for me, he was an awesome presence in any movie. Like I always loved seeing Ryan Reynolds. To this day. Here we go. Smuggler says episode 7 wasn't bad. It was a repeat, but I thought at the time it was a way to reintroduce a new generation of fans. Absolutely. Jonas says episode 7 had a ton of potential, and then they said, nah, F the Stormtrooper turned Jedi. What we need is a Mary Sue that'll divide the fandom. Well, here's the thing. I thought that, again, going back to where it left off in the Force Awakens, I thought it could have done wonders to both Finn, Rey, Kylo, Darth Vader, Anakin, the remnants of the Emperor. Wherever Snoke was going, I was immensely excited for. Like, to me, Snoke was like my favorite villain at the time. And then Luke. Luke, like I said, that dynamic you had between Luke and Snoke, right? The all powerfuls. Then the younger generation between Kylo and Rey. And I could accept, the fact that Rey gained all those abilities when she like when she had this force battle, mind battle with Kylo. Apparently she downloaded his skill sets, and that's how she got around the whole training. I could get with that. But but they didn't follow it up well enough, strong enough. I thought they tore down her arc, her character. They minimized her into something that she should have never like been. She could have been so much more. Kylo, I think, is the best thing to come out of that trilogy. Adam Driver played him to perfection. I mean, seriously, he walked out of there without a mark, without a scratch. He walks out of there with like his head held up high. He's like, I think universally the best thing about the sequel trilogy. And then Finn, why did they have to sideline my boy? They didn't have to do him like that. But anyways, Alan Gare says episode 7 was just okay, just like the Amazing Spider-Man. Okay, but the sequels are like the Amazing Spider-Man 2, but way worse. I need you to send me the Shang-Chi poster. I will. I'll send it right now. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, and honestly, Los, that's what it came down to. It just came down to there was no plan. They've admitted it. But I think they're course correcting, and I think it can really, really turn. Star Wars can become the greatest IP in the world so long as they continue this ship that they've decided to embark on with Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau and Kathleen Kennedy, empowering them in order to become the best versions of themselves. I'm super excited about where everything's going right now, but they're on very, very thin ice with everybody, because one of the sad things is like, the kids growing up right now, their Star Wars, well, it's not sad. I mean, that's pretty cool, but their Star Wars is going to be Marvel, where Star Wars could have came in and blanketed themselves over to where you like Marvel and Star Wars, but then you get the choice. Which one do you want to like really resonate with? But they weren't able to do that. Instead, it's like, no, I don't I'm not with this space wizard stuff. Like, I'm cool with this Marvel continuity, 25 plus projects, cohesiveness. So I think this is their last shot to really be that mainstay in the world before it becomes really niche down to like only a certain sector and only to a certain generation of people that love it to death. And I will ride with Star Wars till the end, but I would love for the world to also, surround themselves, with us and feel what Star Wars is supposed to be, feel what it feels when you when you hear the John Williams score for the first time. Like, I want people to enjoy Star Wars the way I've enjoyed it and the way I'm sure most of you have enjoyed it. So, here's to hoping that Star Wars is able to course correct and just, you know, do what it needs to do. Yeah. So I know you guys are all saying your thoughts, and I appreciate that. Yeah. Here, let me run through these. So Smuggler says, I thought Finn and Rey were going to be the Jedi duo, and that was going to be cool as heck. Well, they were what do you call it in the Force? A dyad in the Force. So I guess. Episode 9 made 7 and 8 bad, but 7 and 8 are all right. I will always contend that episode 7 was what it needed to be in terms of as a producer, as a studio, and as a film. It was just a very safe movie, and I thought that was okay so long as you follow it up with immaculate greatness, but that just wasn't the case. Alan Guerre says, I think the Mandalorian series alone one-shots the whole trilogy easily. Absolutely. Some of the episodes, certain episodes surpass the trilogy. Oh, look at this. Jonah says, episode 1 leaps the entire trilogy. And again, everybody's entitled to their own, like, if you love the sequel trilogy, I'm so happy for you. And that's the beauty about here at Filmtopia, is that we're not going to shy you away if you think one way or another. I love that everybody has their own opinions about Star Wars. It's weird, though. Star Wars is, when I came onto YouTube, Star Wars was actually a scary thing to touch because you don't want to, like, it felt very, very, like, divisive. But the beauty about here at Filmtopia is that that's not, I'm never going to let it get like that on this channel. So love to hear what everybody's saying. Lo says, I would have just gone crazy had Rey killed Kylo and goes to the dark side and becomes a Sith, and had Finn become the Jedi to balance the Force. That would have been so sick. By the way, Colin Trevorrow's script, I think, would have redeemed enough for me to be like, okay, I guess it works. If you guys have not seen, read, or even just like peeped at Colin Trevorrow's script or someone's summary for the script, go check it out. There's this one, I think his name, I can't remember his name right now, but he did like an animation, like a clay style animation, really well done, that basically in a comedy type of way summarizes what episode 9 would have been. Highly recommend you check that out. Oh, Smuggler says, Mando's soundtrack is so epic, which I think that helps. It was fresh but reminiscent, which I think is underrated in helping out an IP. Oh man, the audio, the scores that go, they shape a generation. John Williams shaped our childhood, livelihood, adulthood, seniorhood, everything, like marriage. John Williams is responsible for us possibly thinking, looking, feeling a certain way, or how we've led our lives thus far. So music is absolutely important. Ludwig, who is doing the score for The Mandalorian and Black Panther and Tenet and a slew of other things that we probably don't know about yet. Love Ludwig so much. He's awesome. No, Angel. So one of the things in episode 9, 8, and 7 was we were introduced new Force abilities. And one of those new Force abilities was the swapping life force, or it's not your swapping life force, but it was force heal. No, was it force transfer or something like that? Angel says, yeah, that's one of the things about doing stuff like that is you can end up undermining your previous work. Obviously, the biggest undermine of all time is Darth Vader and Anakin. Anakin's, chosen one prophecy. I'm not going to get into that right now, but I will say that's my biggest gripe with Episode 9 was the non-inclusion of Anakin Skywalker. Yeah. Patty Jenkins can do some awesome things with whatever she's going to be given. Same with Taika. Taika is going to be really, I think, going to be really cool. And then the Kevin Feige, Michael Waldron written Star Wars might be the greatest Star Wars we ever lay our eyes on. If you are not familiar, Michael Waldron is the one that wrote Loki. He's the one that wrote Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. He is like Hollywood's like one of the top writers right now. Michael Waldron, mark my words, I think is going to pull off the most amazing Star Wars we have ever witnessed, and we don't even know the date. We don't know the title. We don't know where it takes place in Star Wars. All we know is that Kevin Feige is attached as a producer. Michael Waldron was chosen by Feige to be the writer. Right now in the chat, type in Michael Waldron. And actually, type in Feige we trust. In Feige we trust. And, send those vibes. Yes, and we do need more female villains. Absolutely. I can't wait. I do agree with that. He's his generation's like Hans Zimmer, for sure. Let's see. Smuggler Steel says John Williams' Superman theme I still think is the peak of film songs. I would say John Williams. Man, I would say John Williams' Star Wars is the peak of film songs for me. Man, that's another tier maker. That's another tier maker. John Williams scores. Oh my gosh. In Feige we trust. Yes. Lo says, in Feige we trust. In Feige we trust, Smuggler. Kushal says, what do we know about the Watcher from the comics? Well, to be completely honest, I'm not too familiar with the Watcher. But I will say that Jeffrey Wright so far is doing an amazing job. I can't wait to see like where this all goes and if the Watcher in What If at some point actually intervenes. Because everything is going haywire anyways. Everything is going the way it's not supposed to. So to me, it feels like the Watcher is going to end up intervening when he's not supposed to. Kushal within Feige we trust. I know, Smuggler, the John Williams tier would be super hard. Absolutely. Well, with that said, everybody, I just want to say first and foremost, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. You always make the streams as amazing as they are. You're the reasons why I come on, the reasons why I want to do this, and the reasons why it makes me love every episode and everything that's been going on so far so much more because you're involved. You're here with me watching it. You're here with me discussing it. And just throwing around the vibes that we all need right now. But yeah, I think this is where we're gonna end the stream. Michael Sarah says, "In Feige we trust, in Figs we trust." Amonish says, "Oh, is it trained to Buzzin? I don't." Let's see. Smuggler says, "Sweetest dreams to all. Seize your day and make it epic." Smuggler Steel, thank you for always being here and for always showing some love and just bringing the vibes. Smuggler, we love you. We love you. We love you. Thank you so much. And seriously, thank you to everybody that always shows love and is always here to contribute and just, be around the good vibes. Angel, good night to you. Thank you for being here. So appreciated. Okay, Michael Zara did not mistype. I got you. Nice. Thanks for clarifying that. Ali says got off to video games vibes. Awesome. Got off to Mad Cake, look what you did. Look what you did. Oh my god. Allie, thank you to you. Vibes. Thanks for that laugh right now. Smuggler. Ooh. Did we just create something? Wait. Oh man. Nice. Mona says this episode brings Train to Busan the movie. Yeah. So with that said, everybody, thank you again. I will see you next time. Los, we'll be in contact soon. Definitely let me know when you're going to Disney. Perhaps there's a way, I could make my way up there too. But anyways, Los, catch you on the flip side as well. Catch everybody on the flip side. Vibes to everybody. And remember, enjoy these moments that we have as Filmtopians. Enjoy these moments that we have as Marvel fans, Star Wars fans. We have so much more ahead of us that that all we can really do at this moment in time is to enjoy what we're being given, what we're seeing, and what we're experiencing, and don't take it for granted. One day you will look back and be like, that was a good time. So why not enjoy it right now? Anyways, vibes, vibes, vibes. I will see you next time. Peace.
Gosh, I love movies.